Hello my friends and welcome back to another Shogun 2 commentary. Today it's again a 2v2 between me and Cornelius Drag versus Captain Kirk and a Russian player, I guess. Cornelius Drag is a German YouTuber. If you want to check him out, I'm going to leave his link in the description. So we are playing on the map Lowlands on medium or high funds. I'm not sure about that, I'm sorry. But yeah, the design or the most important feature of this map is this river that separates my flank from my opponent, while our right flank here has this kinda mountain where there is the shrine, so the morale dojo on it, which is important for everyone. Yeah, but the river doesn't continue, meaning this is quite the important area, as it allows whoever controls this to flank very, very effectively without passing through this river, which is possible everywhere, but as you probably know, it slows down the units quite a lot, so it is always a risky move crossing the river when the enemy is close by. So yeah, we have the sword dojo, which is close to us, and considering that most of our armies are close combat guys, this is quite good for us. It increases the melee attack and charge of all units. The shrine here is important for everyone, as it increases the morale of all units. And the opponents get the archery dojo, which restores ammunition supplies to nearby missile units, but increases the reload rate of all missile units as well. That's the global effect. So it is important if you have lots of archers or matchlock units. He has one unit of Daikyu Samurai, and this guy here has one unit of Bow Heroes. But yeah, let's go over my army first before we come to the enemies. I got one unit of Matchlock Samurai on level 3, and my front line just a skirmisher unit. I either bring these guys or both Samurai, unless I know that it's going to be a rush. Then I don't take any skirmishers, as they are normally useless in that kind of scenario. My second line, again as always, are Yari Shigeru, no upgrades on neither of them, 2 units. And then my main fighting line, Katana Samurai level 4, Katana Samurai level 1, level 4, and Naginata Warrior Monks. I just picked them as I didn't really have any more spear units, and they do give me the nice option of Warcry, which lowers the morale of one opponent or all nearby enemy units, which is awesome when you have a massive blob and you're fighting it and you charge with them from the back activated, and the morale drops twice, normally causing for a rout or at least wavering, and then if you're lucky you can cause a mass rout. Yeah, my general here, again close combat skilled, and in the bushes I've hidden 3 units of cavalry, 1 Yari cavalry on level 4, 1 fire cavalry on level 4, and 1 Naginata Warrior Monk cavalry on level 4. The reason for this composition: Yari cavalry is extremely strong in the charge. They don't really have that much in continuous fight. Like, they aren't bad in it, but you would rather have them charge and then get out. Fire cavalry, on the other hand, is also very, very good in charge, but also extremely effective versus opponent cavalry, as well as the Yari. But they can hold longer and fight better in ongoing engagement. And these warrior monks, they don't have the best charge, but they are very, very, very strong in ongoing fights. So basically you can just charge them into any non-spear unit preferably, and then just chip away, and they will normally win this engagement. Like versus a unit of Yari cavalry, if the Yari cavalry doesn't get the charge off, they will win it. And against other katana units from the back, they should win it. Versus Yari Shigeru, if you don't get them with their spears lowered, they might even be able to rout them with the charge then. And yeah, versus archers obviously as well. Then let's go to my opponent here. He has, as I already said, 1 unit of Daikyu Samurai, no upgrades. Then his, I would say, meat shield as well as main line. Long Yari Shigeru, 0 levels. Lone Sword Shigeru level 5. I know that another YouTuber, THFE Productions, does use these guys, and I mean, they are useful if you manage to get into the back of the opponent, but for anything else, I would not recommend bringing them. Rather bring an unleveled unit of Katana Samurai, as I think they are about the same price then with these upgrades. So yeah, another unit of Yashiguro on level 7. Yeah, let this sink first. I don't know why you would level up such a unit to level 7. I mean, yes, they're good versus cavalry, but then I don't know really why he brought this or did this. I mean, as you can see on the stats here, leveled up the armor once, the morale once, the melee attack twice, as well as the melee defense twice, and then bonus versus cavalry once. And the one thing why I would level these guys up is give them more morale. And maybe more armor if you're really desperate, but more morale. That's one upgrade is good, 2 upgrades if you can, then 2 times morale or 1 times morale and 1 armor. If like your plan really thrives around them holding the main line while you do something other something else. But yeah, I don't get this. For me, that's kinda quite a big waste of money. I mean, they're not even positioned so they can hold the main line. They're just somehow positioned there, and you can't use them like just charge in and then hope for the best. Here is Katana Samurai on level 6, that's very good. Then Naginata Warrior Monks, level 5. And here is Cavalry. Katana Cavalry level 6 and Yari Cavalry on level 2. These Katana Cavalry units, they are extremely effective if you just charge them into an infantry unit without spears, and then they will just chip away everything. And also they're very good in ongoing fights in cavalry engagements. Here, yeah, the Avatar's Bodyguard Archer. Yeah, morale, he got the morale avatar as well as archery, so he went down both skill trees, while he went the morale tree completely down and then got a couple of points in archery. Cornelius' opponent brought a very interesting army. Probably a question that lots of people would ask themselves: are hero units worth it? I mean, 1 hero unit versus 2 other other units of the same kind, but non-hero. The heroes normally win. So does it make a hero army viable? Well, this guy is going to answer the question. He has in the front line bow heroes on level 7. I mean, their accuracy is full on 100. That means every arrow hits. There are 20 guys that have a reload skill of 90, meaning they are nearly constantly firing. So that's very scary. Then behind it, Naginata Samurai level 9. Bonus versus cavalry upgrade, even though I don't think that this is anything he should or need, as yeah, well, it just makes them even more deadly. I mean, they're already deadly with 23 there. More 10 armor, 15 melee defense, 13 melee attack, and 13 morale. So these guys are really hard to bring down unless you have matchlocks. But yeah, then he has Katana Samurai level 7. Katana Samurai level 7. His general level 9 and also only melee skill. No, I'm sorry about this. Is again a morale skill and then a couple of points in the melee tree, and in the backline level 7 no duchies. Come on, the charge bonus of 44. If they get a charge of into 1 close combat unit, that's just devastating. They will just charge the first unit and charge right through it and then kill the next one. Melee attack 21. The melee defense of 3 is quite poorly, but better than 1, which was before. So yeah, very elite build, and he also has some cavalry hidden here in the bushes, which we will see later. I think it's Yariki on level 8 or 9 as well, or 7. But yeah, it's a very elite army. I mean, all of these units are high tier elite units, and I mean, yes, you can bring this, but I would always just I would maybe take these 2 katana units on this high level and then put around it cheap units or just unleveled units to kind of equal it out again. I mean, he has the absolutely quality army. This army is quality-wise superior to every other army. Unless you would have 9 out of 9 of these, but then you would probably have to leave another unit out. So it's quality, while this army is more balanced as well as my one, because you always, I mean, my units are normally on level 4 or 3, and here the Yarashigo with no levels. The units you want to use properly, I would always recommend get them a couple of upgrades, because that makes them more valuable, more stronger, but not too many, as they get way too expensive then. And yeah, let's have a look at Cornelius' army. He has a similar army to the one in the previous video I did. Portuguese Turcos level 3. Toki Takas Tangishima level 2. That's kinda a hero matchlock unit with higher range, higher reload, higher accuracy. So better than everywhere, but only 20 men. And then here heavy gunners level 2. These guys are absolute awesome. If an enemy charges them and they get their shots off, they just knock them off their feet, kill a bunch, and yeah, some get up again, but not that many. And then he has his old Romish formation again, like a couple of units in the front and then filling the gap with others. Katana Samurai level 1, Katana Samurai with, level 0, Katana Samurai level 0, and Katana Samurai level 1. Yaria Shigaru, and Yaria Shigaru level 2. So you can see the Yaria Shigaru on the front line. And he actually upgraded morale and melee defense, which is also quite a smart thing to do, as they will hold even longer than in the Spear if you want them up to level 3, and then armor if you want, in case the opponent would chuck stuff like missile fire archers or something at you. But that's also good, melee defense and morale. And then his skirmisher component, or even further, is another unit of bow samurai level 1, and his general is on close combat level 2. Let's just start, as this match will go sometime, as you can probably expect. It's going to be a standoff at this river, as no one really wants to cross it, which makes this flank over here, where my ally is, quite important, because as soon as these guys fight, and whoever wins that is going to have the advantage of flanking. And as you can see here, it's quite a nice hill, but Captain Kirk decides, nope, I'm not going to contest this, I'm going over here, which is okay, but I would never recommend giving the shrine to an opponent without putting on a fight. I mean, he has the advantage with his heroes here, the bow hero. He could just come somewhere. Does he have a range upgrade as well? Where are these? Range? Yeah, he even has the range upgrade that makes it 225. The normal one is, I think, 150? Yeah, 150. I mean, he could just stand somewhere here and constantly shoot at Cornelius' troops. So he decides not to, which is good for us, obviously. I mean, come on, we get the hill position, we can threaten their flank. Here you can see one unit of Yari cavalry on level 8. Very, very scary, these guys. And yeah, here you can see them. Basically, we have the hill. He's immediately positioning himself here, so he has the lovely downhill view, more or less. We get the shrine. I'm capturing the sword. I pulled my cavalry across here. I'm pulling some feint attacks to prevent him from marching across. I can just let them have this archery dojo, as yes, we do have skirmishers and everything, but they have what? One Daikyo samurai and one bow hero. May as well let them have it. Here you can see this Yari cavalry came over to that side to support my ally. And I just pulled this cavalry across. Yes, they are a bit in an exposed position, but just to prevent him from pulling a standoff here, like just positioning his units all along here and forcing me to attack. And also to kind of secure a tiny bit of crossing where I can secure more or less securely, as if I would just cross with my cavalry. Yeah, here we see now another cavalry level 6 charging the Tercos. The Tercos got cut and a couple of shots off, killed 14, lost 7, 10 now. So I don't know why this guy did that. He may have thought that we didn't pay attention. These Tercos are a threat to him, but not only the Takus, but also the heavy gunners and the, how are they called? Tokitakas, Tankishimas, as hero units might be very good versus other infantry, but as soon as they get focused down by archers or especially then matchlock, they're just going to fall like flies. And this is always the weakness of them. Here I'm just trying to skirmish a bit against him, pulling my cavalry. His light cavalry goes back again. So I leave him now. He can, if he wants, just come across here and try to capture the sword dojo, but then he will need to deal with my army and my matchlocks. So I just position myself here now, my cavalry over there, so I have quite a nice position. I'm getting shot at by this bow samurai. Daiki samurai got 9 kills, not too bad, but I don't really care. These 9 kills on my matchlock samurai, they're expendable. Not expendable. I can just throw them away. They're not really that important to my plan. The units that are important are staying in the third line. My katanas as well as my cavalry. So he's already pulling his Naginata warrior monks behind his cavalry so he can protect it. And I just decided, well, if he's just doing this, I might as well just march forward. Also, I went into the this arrow formation because before I wanted to pierce through here and attack his archers that are out of position. And the unit is much more slick, if you want, if I just use this formation, because there was only a small gap here and they go better through than block like that. So yeah, here the opponent charged with his other cavalry forward. These level 8 Yari cavalry got 14 kills. So totally not worth it. Yeah, here the heavy gunners are marching forward. Yeah. As you can see here, total destruction everywhere you see. They just got 1 volley off, they got only 1 kill. That's quite bad. But the effects are quite awesome. And here I'm keep on marching forwards, positioning my warrior monks, my Yari Shigari, my... Did they get a volley off? I think so. Nope. Pulling them back, Yari Shigari forward. He again pulls back. He's doing quite a nice job of annoying or taking men off my matchlocks just with his archers. So yeah, he constantly, his archers are firing with many 30 kills and 9 are Shigaru, and yeah, the rest of them is just on these matchlocks because he thinks they are his biggest threat. Now let's have a look here. These Nodachi samurai charging or being charged by cavalry and charging into Yari or Shigaru. Again, not the target you want to waste your 52 charge bonus on. You want to use these guys on, not necessarily that, on maybe these. Katanas, yeah, they're level 1, but the highest valuable target, as you want to take out as many high tier or threat units as possible just with the charge. As in an ongoing fight, these guys are not going to do that well. Here, Katana Samurai already got 63 kills, but he charged in and immediately activated the... Just pause, as the engagement here will start soon as well. He immediately activated Rally, which is not the best thing to do, as his units are not even in the red area. On the other hand, Cornelius Shigabuna are dropping red, but he has 60 kills. These opposing katanas only got 9. These Naginata Samurai 60 kills as well. I mean, come on, these guys are just beasts. And the only threat really he has are these skirmishes and cavalry, as he just chucked his cavalry away. Here's a Katana Samurai coming to help him, as well as these bow samurai got 52 kills. Yeah, here my opponent with his light cavalry, yes, you can just throw them away as well. But I'm not sure if this is exactly what he wanted to do. I mean, my Magic Samurai is still 60 men, got 11 kills, so I don't really care. As I said, these gears are only there to maybe get a nice pick. If they don't, I'm not mad. These units are just there to... That looks actually quite nice. These units are just there to annoy my opponent. He's getting he bit at the bait. He's completely focusing all of his efforts to getting these guys down. I mean, yes, they can do damage if used properly, but come on, he has so many more targets. My cavalry, my katana samurai. These guys he should be much more afraid of than a bunch of matchlocks. But yeah, let's continue here. So yeah, these guys are nearly routing. I'm just pushing forward now, giving attack orders. Yeah, now my matchlock's routed and I do a counter charge here. Here, what is happening? I'm using this Yari Shigeru to attack his katana cavalry, which he wanted to use to get into my back, which he's only using to get into my flank. Here, the opponent had actually a hidden unit of mounted gunners. Very annoying unit. So yeah, here he placed the Yari Shigeru to protect them. They're shooting at my Naginata warrior monks. And yeah, I just dismounted, not even dismounted, just charged my general into these katana samurai. Already got 12 kills. And I'm just slicing through these guys with my katanas. I wanted to attack the mounted gunners at first with my cavalry here, but they decided charging into my monks would be the best idea, which it obviously isn't. Now I wanted to charge into his general, it didn't work. I'm flanking in the back here. And here's the stupid thing happening. I clicked on attack, but when you do everything quickly, you sometimes, because they are also in a spread formation, I misclick and they're just standing here and taking shots now from them. I sent this unit over to help my ally. I wanted to come back sorting out my line. Didn't work because everything was cleaned up, so I go back. And now it's just his general left. He's just getting slaughtered. So it's nice to... That was actually quite a nice move, rolling off the back and then getting a lance shucked into his breast. So yeah, his general got 27 kills, so now flee. And the last unit left is also pricey Yari Shigeru level 7. Got 81 kills, so that's not that bad. But here, when they are normally you don't want to charge them with cavalry, but when they are about to rout, you might as well. Especially if they are not in their spear wall. And yeah, because then the initial losses they will take from the charge will make you win with ease. Also, I'm sorry that we didn't really follow this fight too much, but what more or less happened is Cornelius' opponent's troops, yes, they got a lot of kills initially, but then it was just a standoff as Cornelius had much more of his troops left. Here you can see as well he came from the back. They got then shot from the bowheelers, but constantly his archers as well as his matchlocks units were able to fire in, and each kill they get is worth more gold than they would normally get in an average battle, as every unit he bought or brought to the battle is worth so much. I mean, his bowheelers cost probably more than 1,500, and they're only 20 men. If you just kill one, you already have, I don't know, probably the equivalent of 10 katanas, 15 katanas, and I would rather take the 15 katanas. So as you can see here, these quality armies, if it's only in choke points, like in a city battle, you obviously want a unit of high tier katanas that just slices through everything. But in open field battles, rather go with some quality units surrounded by lower quality units, so you have the quality as well as quantity. Let your quality units do the chopping and killing, and your quantity units to just hold the line. As we can see here, deployed 720, Cornelius 860, our two opponents 690, so nearly as much as me. But Captain Kirk 440, which is nearly half of our armies. Killed 500, Cornelius 450. Again, he killed, if you would put a price on each head they killed, Cornelius probably has the most, as this is just an insane value, these 400 men. But the opponents didn't do bad either. I mean, 450 or 460 and 500. Let's just go to unit statistics. My best units was the Naginata warrior monks that were fighting on my left flank, and then cavalry, katana, nodachi, and my general surprisingly 57. Still not all that bad. My match log, yeah, I got 11 kills. I mean, don't mind. Then for my opponent, his normal Yari Ashigabu level 7, 83 kills, his Daiki 66, and the other long Yari Ashigabu 51, the rest all around the 30 mark. Cornelius, his Portuguese Tacos, so it was a proper effort of his opponent to get them off the battlefield early on, but didn't work, so they got 77 kills, and 77 kills again on very, very expensive units makes them totally worth it. His katana 70, 50, 40. His heavy gun is only 1, so they got their volley off there and then routed, but they did health damage. And then Captain Kirk, 150 katana, 117 nodachis, 100 Naginata samurai. There are 70 on his bow hero, and then 30, 14, 10 and 1. So these cavalry units here he just chucked in there without the support of his mainline. Was, I think, a mistake. He could have used them to attack Cornelius' general or something, but not like that. Or just charge into the line while all the other units are engaged, as the skirmishers are always exposed then. But never mind. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe. If you have any ideas of what else you want to see, leave it in the comments below. And if you want, I can do a commentary of one of your replays. Just send them to me, and if you don't know how to do that, either message me on YouTube or on Steam. The Steam group is in the description below. I'm the administrator, so just add me and I would love to explain to you how to do it, and then I will make a video. So I hope you liked this, and see you next time.